What up? All right, we're back again. Second time going live. Now it's nighttime. We went on earlier, packaging orders, getting those packed up, and ready for that shipment, that departure. I still got a few more I got to wrap up tomorrow to send out. But let's see. Now that we're getting situated, we're gonna be going over the Volkswagen. So let me make sure I got the chat set up right here. Real quick, let me set that up. Got my coffee. We got the bug. All right. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. So I can follow up with you guys. Bam. So the last time we were live regarding, working on the VW, I was backmasking it, I was working on it, getting it going, and here it is right here. Here, let me do a close-up of it. Definitely want to show you guys something. So, regarding the Volkswagen right here, that's right in front of us. Let's see how zoomed in we can get. Oh, perfect. Let's see. Right here. Yeah, right there. That's good right here. So I wanted to show you guys something. So the last time we were on, we were working on the VW, and we went ahead and sprayed a white base over gray primer, and then we followed it up with Snow White Pearl. Both of those paint applications are by House of Color, and they're both urethanes. So they dry into like a matte finish. They never really dry wet. And at this point, we were like, all right, cool. Now we could work with it. We need to backmask it. This section here that you see in the yellow with the yellow tape, that is the section that we're going to be keeping in the Snow White. And everything that you see exposed all around, that is going to be this color, the teal right here. This color is going to be the color of the body. So if you can imagine that, the combination of the two colors right here, that's going to be the combination right there. And, one of the things I did mention when I backmasked, I said, I'm going to lay this down and I'm just going to leave it here, and I'll come back to it tomorrow and I'll see how it's doing. And, that was yesterday I didn't even go live. So I let it chill another day, came back today, and I started to take a look at it. And then I started to notice you see right there, the corner of the tape, it peeled on the yellow, but also the red part of the tape, even that got, manipulated. And I was like, oh, what? So then I, you start looking at these edges, and I'm going, all right. And I did say, if anything happens, I'm going to redo it, because I just want to make sure everything's good. On the other side over here, the same thing happened. Look at the tape. Look how it lifted right there. And I'm going to keep turning it right here. Right there. So, I can't spray over this like that, just because the paint's going to go in there. Once I take off the tape, I'm going to be surprised. Like, what? Look what happened. So that's one of the things. So then I was thinking to myself, all right, well, what caused this? And I would say a lot of it has to do with the heat and also the product that I used. This tape is amazing, the red tape, but it is amazing to do tape lines and do customs and all this stuff. But I would recommend, or probably the best application you're going to get out of it is when you apply it over a clear coated panel, an area that's already smooth, right? The car is not cleared, so just imagine like there's all kinds of tiny little bumps, like little droplets, right? So it's not like a really even surface, And also the heat in the room, in here. Man, I was in here earlier. It was hot. I was like, man, it's like pretty hot in here. And I was just thinking like it's gonna mess with the tape for sure. So the solution to that, what I'm gonna end up doing tonight is I'm gonna take the tape off again. I'm gonna redo it, but instead of using the same tape, I'm gonna end up using the 3M green tape. The 3M green tape, that is the tape that I've used for many years, and that's what I always have used for tape outlines. No matter what surface, if it's cleared or not cleared, that thing will hold, it'll stick, and it'll stay there. So I'm gonna be working with that, and just to get the outer edge, and then I might put a little layer, and then the rest can be in the yellow, and it'll be fine right there. So I'm gonna end up doing that. I think when we were on here last time, I just decided, you know what, why not rock it with this tape? Just because it was just like I had it there. Um, I wasn't like trying to cut corners because I was redoing it. Once the tape out wasn't coming out correct, I was like, I'll redo it. Like it's all good. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Go back to the other ways how I done it before. So I'm gonna get the tape out in a little bit. I'm just waiting for my coffee to cool down a bit, and I'm gonna remove the back mask here and just proceed to move forward with this. Because yeah, so tomorrow I'm thinking if everything's good timing wise, and as long as I get the things I got to get done in the morning, because I got a list of things I got to do, as long as I take care of all that, hopefully like around in the noontime, maybe 1 or so, I'll have the opportunity to paint, and it's gonna be fast. I mean, this is gonna be really quick. I already got my airbrush, everything set up, my compressor. I'm gonna be using the Iwata HPTH. I'm gonna show you guys that later, the airbrush, and then I already have this test spoon right here. I did 10 passes of candy, and what I like about the that airbrush is that the fan tip is like this wide right here, like this wide, and it's flat. So it's basically a mini spray gun. It's not, like our traditional airbrushes where when we're airbrushing, it's more like a softball, right? Like, like if you do once, like if you would put both on a piece of paper and you would spray it out of the airbrush, you would get more of a softball look, and the other one would be more of a just a flat line look, right? So with the HPTH, I'm holding the spoon like this, and then I'm starting on this side, going 1, 2, 3, and I'm twisting, turning the spoon as I'm doing the passes of candy, you know, and this way it's not just like I hold it down and I just go and that's it, that's it. No, because you wanna overlap like the layer because it's small, right? But the same thing, what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna be starting from the bottom, going back and forth, and then rotating this thing till I get here, and then I'm gonna turn it to the back, start from the bottom, going back and forth till I get here, and then the same for this bottom till I get here, and then the front, right? Finally, when I get down to all this is all around, but now we have the top portion. That's where you're gonna, the same thing's gonna happen, and we're gonna go like that in that direction, and the same for this side. But I have to count the passes. This is what I'm trying to achieve in this tone right here. If it goes darker than this, then I went beyond. I'm really trying to achieve this. I'm not trying to go too dark, too heavy hand with the candy. I'm trying to go really, really soft on it, and then from there, just having the two combinations of a snow white pearl with a really soft candy layered on top, and then once these are clear coated, the combination of that with like chrome parts is just gonna make it pop even more. I might, depending how it looks at the end, I might come back and spray even a little bit of pearl possibly just a little bit highlighting even some of the curves. I might do that too. We'll see. Just so this way, when the car is clear coated, and the depending the lighting where it hits it, there's gonna be little areas where there's gonna be this like kind of glow effect that will happen with the second layer of pearl added on top, like kind of sneaked in right there. I think that would be pretty cool. But with candy, I've always liked to rock my stuff light. I never really go heavy with it. Like the first car I ever uh, candied, I did a fade. It's this 63 right here, and I went really light on the sides. But then later when I did another car, the same. I went really light with the sides. I have seen some panels where they go really hard and dark with the candy, and I guess it just depends the type of car you're working on. The pattern and all that. And I mean, some cars it looks cool. Like some really dark lines to some really light stuff in there, like in the pattern, and that's cool. But like an overall body, I really like the really light tones of candies on that. But I mean, man, I've seen, you see some really nice uh, candy apple reds, also like burgundy, like those right there for sure, man. When they're dark, they're very rich, under the sun right there. So that's pretty cool. And then I'm also I'm gonna look at the parts to see what else is gonna get backmasked. So I'm gonna be doing some of that tonight as well. And yeah, once I wrap this up, there's a kit I want to look at that I got the other day that I haven't even opened it yet. It's just kind of still in the box, and I'm like, man, I have to kind of look through that and see what's up, and kind of go from there. But yeah, the interior is gonna most likely be more of the pearl, uh, you know, white, and then I might layer just some small little areas with the green there, the teal. But yeah, because I'm already looking at this right here, trying to get like an idea of like where, if maybe like this section or even just the bottom section, like some like a nice little accent there underneath. I think that would be pretty cool. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, it's a trip because yeah, this is just you're barely gonna see this. I might have to backmask that the front part and leave that open, but we'll see right now. Let me see right now. But let me check the chat real quick. Let me say what's up to you guys. Um, I got the monitor on the other end. D'Angelo's 1980. What's up, man? It says Teal. I love it. Um, my scooter I showed you is teal and metallic silver. Awesome, man. Hell yeah. Then you make me want to open the box on my 56 VW Bug. What? Bust it out, man. Yeah, you should do it. Hell yeah. We got Carlos Avalar. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, man. 3M tape. That stuff's good right there. I need to break it out. I have this other one. It's also FBS tape. It's also a green 3M, but it's good. It works good. I just haven't I use it for larger areas, but not for like the smaller, tighter areas. So I'm gonna most likely just rock the 3M. I'm gonna stick to that. But this one, the reason why this one came out is like right after pandemic, 3M tape for a minute was not available in certain places, and it came out later again. But for a moment, there wasn't, and I think these dudes saw the opportunity to strike, and they hit it. They hit it with that, so that was pretty cool. Let me see. D'Angelo's, are you going to do sliding rag? Nah, man, I'm not. This model is just gonna be the way it is, like no hood, no trunks opening. I'm just trying to get this done right away. My plan is to already candy it this, like hopefully tomorrow, and if everything pans out, I might even clear it this weekend, and that way next week I could focus more on just putting it all together, installing the windows, putting everything together, and then also adding all the chrome trim that needs to be done with the Hasagawa finish. So a lot of that, and then just putting it together and having it done, because the show I'm aiming for is in May, and May is going to be a really busy month for me. And also, the tail end of April is going to be uh, busy. I know I'm going to have the whole month of March, you know, but it's just one of those things where I just want to get this done and have it done ahead of time. So this way, when the show comes up, Armando knows that he could count on me. Like, if the model's done, here it is, and we could have it there. And I just hate waiting for that last minute, trying to get things done, and then there's like 100 other things I got to do, and it sucks because sometimes I have to sacrifice not even finishing the model or even bringing it until later, like a year later, when it's just like doesn't even make any sense anymore to even bring it out. Um, let's see. Oni Works, what's up, bro? I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, I was live earlier in the day when I was packaging some orders that I shipped out earlier, and I was like, I was running out of time, but I managed to mix my candy earlier because I had it just concentrate. It was too thick, so I needed to bust out with the House of Color Transnebula, mix that in with the reducer. I did like a 1-to-1 on that, and then let's see. And then after that, I went ahead and just added about like 10% of the candy in there, and then I put a little agitator. Let me get the bottle, actually. Let me show you guys the little bottle. It's here. Let me grab that thing. All right, let me get this over here. Yeah, so this is the bottle right here. Let me turn it around. Oh, let me turn on the lights. I haven't even turned them on for the camera here. There we go. A little better. So this is the teal candy right here. Um, there's a marking right here in black, and then there's another marking. You could probably barely see it right up there in black. Yeah, those two are the measuring areas. So I basically put one part of transnebula and then one part reducer and then like 10% of the candy. At the very bottom, there's a little marble that I tossed in there. So this way I could just agitate it. But this is ready to spray. I basically just mixed it for it to be ready to spray. And I still have more teal left over of the concentrate, but I'm not even gonna use this whole thing. Like, I'm probably for this thing and the small parts, I'm probably gonna, man, not even a quarter, like a small little amount is gonna. I just gotta fill up the cup basically and just spray out, and it should be done because like I said, I'm gonna go really light on it. This is the color. Look how dark this one is, and then how light this is. So we're definitely gonna go light. This is the airbrush that I'm gonna be using right here. This is the HPTH right here. The cup's pretty big, pretty big cup. I don't really fill it up. I probably just like maybe half of it or so. That's gonna be filled up on there, and then this is the tip right here that we have. It's a fan tip right there. You see the little horns on the front. Yeah, this is a really nice. If you guys ever want to get like a little mini style spray gun, the Iwata one of the best ones right here. I know there's for sure now there must be a lot of competitor ones that are basically similar. The blueprint is off of this right here, and I'm sure they do the same job. At this point in the name of the game, I think probably doesn't matter, you know. But hands down, never had an issue. I always go with the trusted brands, you know, all this stuff. Iwata right here. But you know, there's tons of stuff out there. So I'll leave it up to you guys to make that final decision. Let's see. Marlon Lamb 5745. What's up, man? You say, is that the Coke Snap Kit? I've been working on one for a couple months. Glad you're making it your own. No, man. This one actually. Let me show you the box. This is the 66 model Volkswagen from Tamiya. This is the box artwork on that one, right there. And it's the 1300 Beetle. So yeah, it's this one right here. So the one thing I did do is I removed these. These are not going to be glued on there. There was little holes in there, but I went ahead and filled that in. The rear, you see how it's for the license plate holder. It had two little holes, and I also removed those. Let me show you. So here's the back. The two holes are gone back there, and then where those lights were gonna go, those holes are gone as well, right there. And I used the CA glue to remove that. John, what's up, John? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and set the paint out here because I don't want paint falling over. You never know. All right, cool. Let me, yeah, I don't need the spoons for now. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that tape because I'm gonna redo it for sure. Because yeah, I don't like it. Do not like it. You gotta go the OG way, right there. All right, let me see my other angle if it's connected. Oh yeah, it is. Maybe we could rock this angle for now, and then we'll get back to the other one. That way you guys could kind of peep game right here on what's going on. All right, let's get this off. So yeah, Teal Candy will be the next application once everything's all masked and secured, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and start to apply the clear. So the clear, I'm gonna be using House of Color Show Clear. So that's like a 3-to-1 system. You have to do like 3 parts of clear to 1 part of catalyst and 1 part of reducer. You gotta mix all that up right there. Let's see, let's get this side right here. There we go. Cool. Dang, it looks naked now. Back to normal right there. Just to this side. All right. Yeah, it was more the red. I was like, oh, weak. It lifted. What's going on? Okay, let's take off this red parts. We're gonna bust out with the green tape. I have this roll, but I'm gonna bust out the 3M one. I'll show you guys right now the difference in both tapes. Yeah, I get those tapes from Coast Airbrush. They have all that stuff right there. Mostly everything, like FBS. There's so much paint stuff I have. I get it from them. So if I'm not painting like model cars, sometimes there'll be like smaller panels, that I'll buy and I'll just like mess around with and paint. Let me go ahead and get that. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the stash of the 3M tape right there. Yo, SSRO72 Ed 6. What's up? What's up? I'm good, dude. I'm good. Just right here working on the bug. All right, so check it out. Here, I'm gonna switch it real quick, and then we'll come back to the side. So this is all 3M. The difference is just the sizes. You know, they offer it in a 1-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, and back then, I mean, this is the size I was getting a lot, and then eventually later, you know, I opted for getting the other two. But yeah, I mean, for this occasion, I'm gonna rock with the 2 right here, and you know, we got another one right here. But look at the difference. Look at the color difference. One's FBS, one's Scotch 3M. Both are great for custom painting and just doing custom stuff. This actually is really good. Really good. I mean, it's still fairly new, but there are a lot of custom painters that do rock it. They do use it. I gotta clean this bench, man. I just kind of just started leaving everything around. What's going on? Can't be doing that. All right, so for this, we are going to have to bust out the glass right here to cut out my tape, and we're gonna lay out the piece right here. Right there. Bam. Right. Man, let me see if this is this one. Yeah, it's still clean. Here, let me cut a piece right here. There we go. Want to get a clean edge. Where's the last thing I need? I need my ruler. There it is. I think the tape might be a little too long too, but let's find out. Let's see. Yeah, let me cut this a little bit smaller just so it reaches, because I don't need that much. Right there, we just cut it right here. We'll save this piece though. We might need it, you know, for the masking or something for later. We won't throw that away. We'll hang on to that. Let's see here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just like getting it close to the edge right there. The smaller, obviously the more flexibility that you can maneuver around right there. And what I'm going to do is this first slice, this piece, I'm not going to use it just in case if, like, while applying the tape, you know, if it kind of moved around, like it kind of, you know, snaked around as I was putting it down. But now we got a straight cut, and now we're going to put it right here. We're just eyeballing it pretty much right there. Bam. There we go. We got our first piece of tape right here. Let me hang this real quick because I'm going to have to cut like 4 pieces. So we're going to just be cutting them. I'm going to set those aside, and then I'll be getting them back again right now. I'm going to bust those out one by one. Let's see. And then I'll check the chat in a bit. It's just right now I'm staring at this thing. And it doesn't got to be like all perfect or anything. Oh, that one felt a little rough. You can kind of hear it too. I might need a new blade. Actually, let me see. Let me check this one. Did it come out? Cool thing about this tape is you could lay it down and you could undo it and redo it. When oh no, it cut. When you in case if you lay it down and it's not coming down the way you want it. There we go. 3. I need another one. Actually, I might need 6. 2 for the sides and 2 for the top. There we go. Let's see. We're going to go for our 5th one right here. There's another ruler I have that I used to use. I still have it. I just have it put away. But depending like the length of the car, like if you were working on a car, you know, like this right here, for example, like the length is like right there, right? Even the ruler. But let's say I was doing an Impala or I don't know, glass house a little bit longer, then I would lay out the tape even longer, and then I'll use a longer ruler. So this way, when you would cut like the strips of tape, you could cut them long enough so this way when you start layering any type of patterns or whatever, you still have enough to work with. And the more you do them, the more you cut, the more you start to get into this like zone or pattern where the sizes start to match, you know. And then you compare, you go, man, I don't know, this one's too big, this one's too small, you know. And then you start to kind of throw away the ones you don't like and keep the ones that are like, all right, this is a cool contender right here, you know. All right, so let's put that right there. Now the next thing we're gonna need, it's gonna be this stuff. And you know what, I am gonna put a new blade because I'm gonna have to pull on that tape over the blade, and I don't want to I want to make sure that it cuts and not be like, oh man, it didn't get it. Let's see here. Let's bust out the blades. Let's see. Let's get a blade right here. This is they're little baggies full of blades. Let's see. This one has, let's see. They're small little blades too. There we go. We got a brand new one right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a nice one. Brand new. Let's put this one back in the bag. Yeah, a lot of these, they have like a little bit of oil in them just to make sure they don't get all rusted. Because who knows how long these have been in here for, you know? Let's put them back in this tube. Let's twist this thing. All right, so let's go ahead and bust out get the old one out, then get the new one. There we go. Yeah, this is the new one right here. Right there. This is by Tamiya right there. It says designer knife. And then the blade, you toss it back on the other side of the container, put it in there. So now you have a bunch of old ones and the new ones all in one spot. And then, I don't know. I think it's going to be a long time until I have to discard this. So I just put it back away. I don't got to worry about, you know, throwing it in the trash and, you know, risking somebody cutting their finger or whatever. I wonder what happens later with them. Because I never had to throw one, like a pack away. All right, so this is a brand new one. And let's see. Let me check the chat before I jump in. I got to drink some more coffee. Let's see. So John came through right here, and then let's see. Carlos says 1/8, 1/16. Yeah, those are also good. And then J O 1963. Hi fellas, what's up, man? Thanks for coming through. And then SSR07 was looking at your website and the other day, and you got some good stuff in there. Love the wheels. You might have, man, that old school JDM wheels. Sometimes like if I get something kind of OG and if I'm not gonna use it, I'll probably put it up. on the site, but I know like the Aoshima ones, I mostly carry those, but they keep bringing those back. Let me see. But thanks, man. Thanks for checking that out. And then let's see. We got Marlin Lamb 5745. Nice. I'm building mine full drag racer. Oh, dope. I filled my turn signals too. And then my motor I built was too big for the rear deck lid, but I built a rear spoiler for it. Oh, awesome. And only work's gotta go. Work is calling. All right, man. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see you next time, bro. Take care. All right, let's get some coffee going. Damn, I thought I was gonna spit that out. No. All right, let's see. Get this. Let's get the first piece. Let's lock it down. Bam. Let's see. Let's get this part right here. All right. I don't know. Maybe let me see if I could. Let me see the other angle. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, there we go. Even better. All right, here we go. I'm gonna wrap this from the bottom right here. There it is. Now what we want to do, let's see how close I can get, because I'm like behind the camera so you guys could see, and I'm hovering over the camera. Kind of awkward, but here we go. So basically I'm pushing it down, pulling it down, and then curving it. Here, let me get over here on this side, because it feels weird when I'm right behind the camera. And then I'll do a close-up after. Bam. There you go. All right, here we go. Here's a close-up for you guys. So getting it close right there. And then, boom. There it is. See that? That's what I'm trying to achieve right there. So it reaches all the way back to this side. Right there. Bam. And then I had my burnishing. You know, obviously my fingers are too big, and I don't want to be using my nail. But I have these burnishers right here. They're round at the tip. Different sizes. There's a small one, and there's also this size. So with that, what I can do is to secure, making sure that it did press down. I could just slowly touch down on it and run it all around right here. And then boom, right here is where it's gonna end. Right here. And next thing now it's when I need, you know, that's why I switched out the blade, because I need to put this right on top of the tape right here. I'm not gonna like slice it. I'm just gonna have it hovering above, and then I'm gonna grab this tape and I'm gonna pull it up, and it's gonna basically just cut. Let me see. Let me set this down right here. Right there. There we go. See that? Boom, right there. And then we still got some more. Look at that. I can still use this one. Oh man, I cut all those pieces for nothing. Nah, I'm joking. Let's see. We could probably bust that out later. Let's see. We're gonna put this right there. Boom. So we got that right up there. And let's see here. We're gonna do the same thing, but on this end, right? This one's a little tricky because you got to get in that little space right there. Look at that little groove. You got to get in that little groove and turn it. Make sure it's flat. Turn it. This is just a little initial area to cover. Bam, right there. And then we're going to burnish it again right here. We're just going around. Boom, bro. Right there. Green eyes. Same thing. We're gonna grab the knife. We're gonna set it on this side. Get this tape. Get ready. This is gonna get cut right here. Oh, hold on. I wasn't in position. What the hell? I moved it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I almost had it. Okay, let's do it one more time. Here, maybe I'll do it like this. There we go. Even better. There we go. Dope. All we got to do is just the top right there. Here. Let me, yeah, this one. We're going to have to retire this last piece. We're going to set that one aside right there. But we'll do the top in a bit right now. Let's see. Bam. Let's see. Carlos says, you're going to have to decontaminate your white pearl for adding candy because you touch the body with your hands, and believe it or not, you'll have oil residue. I'm just saying. It's a possibility, but I mean, I've been doing this for a minute with the House of Color and the pearls, and I've hadn't had a reaction, but I know what you mean. I mean, there's other stuff I can use, but I don't know. It's just before I even started on here, I did wash my hands, and all that, but yeah, with this, it shouldn't be too much. Like, it's not like a panel or like a real car, those, dude, for sure. That for sure would happen. Let me see. Use your tweezers light to push on it. Yeah, I'm actually rocking the tweezers, the ones I have, they're pretty sharp on they're flat tip, so I don't want to risk end up hitting it or whatever right there. So I'm just going off of kind of the method that I do it with my hands from this time. But let me see. All right, cool. So the next one we're gonna layer is right at the top. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's lay this right here. Yeah, so I'm hoping tomorrow I'm gonna end up here, let me switch the angle here. Canning this thing, man. I gotta work with the plan because I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do in the morning, and if everything works out good and the possibility is there, it's gonna happen for sure. It's just quick. It takes more time to prep the body and the model and all this stuff versus painting it. That stuff's like fast. Bam, right there. All right, cool. And then get a little more right here. All right, there we go. There we go right there. So it's all set right here. Those little areas. Yeah, it's only these tiny little areas right here with the crevices. I gotta press it down more with the varnishing thing. I like this because it's round and it's not going to like scratch anything with those areas right there. That's the one thing I dig. What's up, Dan? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming through. All right, let's see. So we got to do the same thing one more time with the hobby knife. We're going to place this over this area right here. Then we're going to pull the tape up. Try to get this little cut right here. Very tedious. Bam, there you go. Boom. So this side's done on that corner, but we still got to cut the corner on this side right here. Bam. Yeah, the one thing I like about House of Color, when you use it, I mean, you never like whatever you do, you mess up, whatever, you could still lay more colors, patterns, whatever. You could sand this thing, you know, with whatever grit, and you could build it back up to where it's at. You could blend it. There's a lot of stuff you can do. And I remember back then not knowing that. I would my friends would start working with House of Color, and if they made a mistake, they would like, oh, I got to put it in purple power or whatever, strip it, strip it. It was almost like that was like a cool thing to do, was strip it. And I was like, well, you're gonna start all over. I was like, dang. So then I believed, oh, that was the way, right? But nah, later then I started to learn, and then that, wait a minute, it kind of just takes you in another direction. And then through friends, they started kind of breaking it down. I was like, whoa, like you're right, you know, you can go in different directions with it. And eventually it was just like one of those things where if something would happen, like cool, like what can we do, brainstorm, and then boom, like cover it, and you wouldn't even tell at all, like unless you told people you messed up, right? But if you don't say anything, no one's gonna know. um when it comes down to that, with the whole like paint job stuff. So I was always like, oh, what the heck, you know? But it was fun knowing that you could experiment and do stuff with this and not have to worry too much about it, to be like, oh, I got to start over or whatever, because it just keeps setting you back, you know? And another thing too, like when you clear a model like any of these, and I mean, if you're using like show clear, it's pretty thick. You know, it's like not too thick, but depending how much you layer on it. But no matter what, you could buff it out. You could sand the car and add another coat of clear with reducer in it, and everything levels out and everything's like smooth, and you can't even tell anything right there. That's the one thing I really like about like House of Color paint. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, you know what? I think we're gonna probably use. Let me see. Am I gonna use that tape or this tape for the side? No, I'll get it from here. Let's see. Just gonna cut this thing real quick. Cut some triangles. It's kind of what I did the other day, just so we could try to get it in these like certain little tight areas, and then we cut some more. Right there. Right there we go. Bam. All right, let's do this little piece right here. Let me change that angle right there. Oh, I need to cut a little more on that angle. Now it's gonna get small. There we go. I'm gonna put this little piece right here. Bam. All right. Now we need to do the rest of the body. Here, let me cut this piece too. Right over here. Bam. Still tripping out how fast this month went. It's already over. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna need a couple little pieces for right here. By this tiny little area right here. There we go. There we go. Sweet. All right, we got another little area. All right, cool. Just trying to get in these tight little corner edges right here. There we go. Bam. There. All right, now this last piece, we do it right here. There we go. So this side is pretty much, I just need a tiny little piece on this side right here. Then we're gonna work on the other side, and that side would be complete. Let's see, let me adjust this one real quick. Okay, just that. All right, yeah, cut it a little, just a little bit. Right there. Let's grab this one better. Almost there. Yeah, I'm excited for the upcoming shows, man. It's gonna be cool. Can't wait to see the cars, the people. I won't be vending at all. I'll just be chilling. So I'm excited for that. And then also Atlantis models, they hit me up to let me know that the Atlantis models that I ordered are on the way. I will be receiving those next week already. I'm excited to get those, man. Definitely gonna be building some of those as well, and I'm gonna be demoing some of them, like pretty much using. There's a couple things, like there's some that I want to do with. I want to build them using rattle cans, doing that, get people, encouraged to want to try that. And also I want to do splash paints with airbrush. And then later I'll do one with House of Color as well. But I'm gonna try to just stick with what I carry on my site. You know, everything keep it in house pretty much. So pretty much what I'm gonna be using, what I'm gonna be doing, is gonna be all in house stuff. That if somebody wants to build a model just like that or similar or whatever, it's like you could just order it all in one place right there. So that's kind of the what's gonna end up going down with that right there. So I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, it's a lot of OG like monogram kits that they're bringing back. So that's really cool. And also some Tom Daniel stuff as well. That's what I'm really really hyped on. me see. All right. Let me get back in view. I'm like getting out of the screen 'cause I'm getting comfortable here. Bam. All right. Get the burnisher. There. Boom. Okay, cool. That's good right there. I just gotta cut that. Here, let me grab something right here. Okay. Yeah, when I was mixing the House of Color, damn, that stuff smelled crazy. Like I had to open everything up, get the smell out, man. I was like, dang, it's pretty heavy stuff. Okay, let's see. Let me see, make sure. Oh, here we go. I see it now. Here, I might have to lean in on me real quick, cause there we go. Let's see. Had to get a good angle right there. There we go. Boom. Cut. Cut, cut, cut. Hey, Little Shop of Models. What's up, bro? How you doing? Aquí, bro. Let's see. You doing a curbside too? Yeah. Hell yeah. Look at this is my frame right here. Flat. Watch. Boom. You get that. Flat right there. What about you, bro? Are you doing the same, or are you gonna open it up? Yeah, I'm just doing that, bro, because I want to get this done, dude. I had to cut everything out. It's just gonna be just slammed to the ground. Here, let me get the wheels. Oh, you know what? Dang, I don't have the wheels. Let me see. There's the back one. Oh, here we go. Deep dish. So I was moving them. Here we go. That's not it. Here we go. Yeah, I was moving the faces. So I'm gonna end up painting these anyway. Here, let's see. Kind of want to show you. La carita right here. There's one. Here, maybe we could do a mock-up. We have time. What am I gonna do? Bam, right there. The front one. I'm putting this one right here to the ring. Bam. Right there, we got two. The rear. Let's toss these on. Twist them on, basically. Bam. All right, the front. Boom. Here, hold on. Front right here. Boom. Yeah, it's just the curb side right here. There you go. Boom. There's the bug. Right there. Let's see if I could zoom in. Can I zoom in from here? Kinda. Here. I have to center it over here. Right there. So the front's more like tucked in. The back is like more cambered. Kind of look. Let's see. There we go. All right, right there. Yeah. Here it is, bro. Here it is. Dang, you see that right there? Dang. But yeah, I mean, I'm just having fun with it, you know. Yeah, I had to cut out a lot of stuff to get it to get it this low. Um, but yeah, really like this model. You know, if I would have had more time, man, I think I would have ordered some of the photo etch stuff, the like all the stuff that they make for it, you know. But yeah, we'll see what's up. But yeah, man, we'll see. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to be out there, you know, to come out. But oh, look how it looks. The back looks all ridiculous. Yeah, man, I wish I would have had the photo etch. I wish I could have opened it, opened the doors, and do all that. But I don't know, bro. I just want to get it done. I want to get it done and like, you know, put it in the background somewhere. You know, just put it somewhere in the back. Um, and it's just the curbside. That's all it is. It's just more the like the stance look and the paint job, and that's it. Keeping it really simple. And then the mirror finish, the Hasegawa, I'm excited because I know it's gonna match with like the hoops, like the chrome, you know. I'm talking about this. If anybody out there doesn't know, this stuff right here. This is the stuff. The secret. This is a secret weapon stuff right here. Bam! Look at that. Look how it reflects. It's a mirror. Let's see the camera if you could see itself. Right there. Look, it's on the stand. The camera. Boom. Yeah. So this stuff, man, you cut it thin, and I mean that's the reflection. You know, it's like it looks like real chrome trim. But right now, this plastic's what's making it look a little dirty or scratch. But here, let's bust it out. Look at that. More of a shine. Hell yeah. That's more of a shine right there. Compared to the plastic over here, right? And then, oh, sorry. The wheels. Yeah, dude. It's a game changer. This stuff right here. Yeah, this mirror finish, it'll last you a long time. Like you get one little sheet and that's it. It'll last you a long time. But nah, thanks, bro. Hell yeah. I'm excited. Right now, Ivan, I just backmasked this side right here. I got to do the other side right here because I'm gonna leave this the pearl white, and then I'm gonna the rest of the body's gonna be the teal green, and I did this one earlier, this like spoon right here. So this will be the color of the car, right there, and the pearl. This is just the regular pearl that I have on the body currently. So it's gonna be that, and then there's gonna be a little bit of the same candy in here too. Not everything, but some of it. You know, it's gonna be in there, but we'll see. Let's see. Bam. All right. So let me take these off right here. Ah. Bam. So for this car to lower it, the one thing I needed to do was right here. These panels, the original ones stick like they stick down, right? So I had to cut them out. I already did a video earlier of how I just refilled them real quick, nothing crazy. And then these little things right here, I needed to cut these out because right here, there's just the plastic keeps going, right? The reason why that needed to be cut is that when you put this on, it goes lower. Let's see, right there. It just fits. It goes right through it. That was one of the things we had a discussion with Armando and George, Vision 124, because if not, then it's not even low like that. It's like this. It's like that. Like the bug is going to be like that, like in the front. But then you cut it right there and then boom, it shoves it in more. So that was like a little tip. And then I was examining George's bug. I was like, yo, did you flatten this part too? Like it on your bug, this part, like right here has a tiny little radius, right? On his, that Herbie he has, it looks like if almost like if he put it down and he sanded it, because the way it's sitting, it's so low. And I'm like, dude, that thing looks crazy. Like, and he was like, he said he did it. He's like, nah, I didn't even notice that. I'm like, I don't know, man. It looks sanded right there, you know? It looked crazy, but I don't know. It's just interesting, dude. I don't really. This is the first bug I ever built, or putting together. I was just tripping on that. I was like, dang. But yeah, we'll see what's up. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat. Sorry guys, I was getting out of hand there. Let's see. Joe Ariola, what's up, man? See, do you have any more of the chrome trim on your website? Not right now. I'm out of stock on it, but I will be getting it later. It's on back order. I try to order as much as I can just because it'll last a long time, and eventually, a lot of my friends they'll be like, dude, I need to get that, and then they start using it on their models, and it's definitely it switches everything up on the build. Um, let's see. The wheels are looking good. Are good looking. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm digging them. I like these ones here. So the rings, these are from a company out in Japan. It's called Asuka. So these aren't chrome plated. They're not uh like the face, the center. This is actually from the Tamiya kit. This piece right here. But this ring isn't. And then the tire, it's a Aoshima tire right here. So put it all together, and this is what we end up with. The centers are also going to be painted to the teal right there to match the car. So he's setting these all down. Here, I got to put these away so I don't lose them. All right, let's keep moving. Oh wait, hold on. And then HW Hunter 3589. What's up, man? That's teal blue. Right on, right on. Let's see. I don't need this right now. Put this away. Oh, what? Bullet 87. I'm in Cali. Where at? Where in Cali? Where you at right now, bro? Dang, you're out here. I didn't even know. Let's see. Little Shop Models. Ivan. I scrapped the belly pan and used the interior tub as the floor and kept the engine cradle and kept the trunk tub. Oh, dope. Oh, what? Man, you're out there. How long you gonna be working out there in SD? Let's see. All right, let's move to the next phase. San Diego. Oh, hold on. Let me get something here. All right, here we go. Let's redo. There we go. Let's see. 1 week. I come back in July. Are you gonna be back there again in SD in July? Are you gonna be? I forgot to ask. I think I probably already asked you. Chester, are you gonna be at the show out here in April or May? Any plans on that? 'Cause I know you're always traveling, man. You're everywhere. Let me see. I'm trying to observe the angle, see if I'm happy with what I see. I feel like I need to. I think I need to go a little more. Kind of not happy there. Let's redo it. Let me look at it from this angle. There we go. There we go. I see it. I see it. Bam, right there. I don't even want to look at the camera. Right there. There it is. All right, better. Get the tape. Let's cut this this out. There we go. Is this long enough? Oh yeah, it kind of is. Let's see. Gotta put this one down. Let me see if it reaches. If not, you know what? Let me grab another one. I don't want to get a longer one, because then I have to cut that piece anyway on the ends. Okay. Okay, let me see. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Okay, let me hit the burnisher right here in these little areas. So I kind of have to tuck it in just a little bit and then have it jump over this little thing. Because if not, that paint gets in those little pockets. And then next thing you know, it like gets on the body there. And you're like, dude, come on. Thinking about something and I'm getting an idea. All right. Getting an idea to buy myself some insurance on the top part right there. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this back. Pull it back right there. Here's what's going on. Right here, you got a solid trim line, and then there's a break, and then a solid trim line. And if this tape just goes over like that, right here, this right here is going to be a problem. Because when everything's backmasked and you're airbrushing air into the model, eventually some paint's going to go in there. It's going to go inside that tiny little area. Then once you take everything off, it's like, oh, dude, you get surprised. Like, what happened? Those are those tiny little surprises. So right now I'm just trying to think, trying to see what would be the best way. Like, right away, let's put something like this down right here underneath. And then I'm going to put another one, and then we could layer. I just want to patch up and get it in here in this little area. And I'm going to have to do the same up here. I've had it happen before with other stuff. Sometimes it's not noticeable, but then sometimes you'll notice something. You'll be like, what? What's going on, man? I need to cut an even tinier piece. Really tiny. There we go. We'll see. Let me see. This is so small, I might need to use a toothpick or something. Okay. We're in. Let's see, where's it at? There we go. Much better. It like bridges the gap right there now. We have a little bridge right here now. I don't know. Does he get it? That's what I hate sometimes. The lighting. But whatever. Let's we're gonna do another little piece for the other side. Right there. Let's set it up. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna have to put one on each side. Right there. Bam. Okay. Then I'm still gonna put a little piece on that little hole in there, a tiny little one. Let's see, man. I have to probably cut this even smaller. There we go, like that small. Small. All right, cool. That thing's tiny. Okay. There we go. You got it on there. I just got to scoot it back a little bit. There, right there. Boom. All right. So now let's layer this layer right above it. Now right here it's bridged. Oh wait, let me hang it back a little. Dropping stuff. Hang it back just a little bit. Right there. This chrome, the chrome is gonna be going over that, so that breaking point, the chrome is gonna help bridge it, as a transition from white to chrome to teal. So I'm really digging that right there when it comes together. All right, boom. Right there. Yeah, the weather's been nice out here. It's been getting me excited to paint. There we go. Let me fix the back, and then we're gonna cut that back part. Let's fix the back part up to there. Okay. Oh man. Let's see. Let's see. Cut this little piece right here. Almost. Close. Close, but not close. There we go. Right there. Here, let me get in position. Hang on, guys, because it's kind of tight because I'm using a small little tape, and then I'll bring it back. Hang on. There we go. Boom. The back is done. Now we got to do the front. Okay. Now we got to cut this big old piece over here. Now I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna have to do the same for the other side. It's all good. We got time. There we go. Let's cut. There we go. Now we can layer The regular piece of tape. Hey Chester, have you looked up if there's any stores, like hobby stores in your area where you're staying at out there? I don't know. I'm not familiar too much with the stores or anything like that, but I'm sure there has to be something nearby. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you're getting your coverage in here, you're good. And I love this tape because it's not harsh on your model. Like when you start taking off the tape and all, you're not like, oh man, it's gonna pull the paint. Nah, that doesn't happen. That's only if you're using like that yellow tape. Damn, that stuff's harsh. That stuff will rip some stuff apart. It's really strong. Yeah, this one's pretty good. It's not that bad. Mm-hmm. Go. At the little side, another little piece right here. All right, cool. See, let me go back in the chat real quick. Marlon, it's been fun watching you brother. I'll be watching your channel. The finish of your bug. You can see the progress on mine. I don't have YouTube channel yet, but very soon. Are you on like Facebook or Instagram where you post? Do you post any of your stuff like on social media or nah? I could check it out. Let's see here. This side's cool. I just need to do this other little corner right there. Bam. All right, cool. Let's see. Let me get this one out of the way. Let's get something a little dramatic right there. There we go. Bam. Let's see. That piece out of the way. Almost there. We're almost there. We're almost out of the woods. Ah, small little piece. One more. One more. There we go. There. Oh, wait. I saw something. I don't like it. I just put a tiny little piece right here, and that's it. The final one. Cool. All right, so that side's done. This side's done. That's it for that. Got all this tape right here. Scraps and scraps and scraps of tape. Let's see. HW Hunter, where did you get that sweet little X-Acto knife? This one here, man, I got it a while back from a online store in Japan. I think it was Hobby Japan, the name of the store. But you could find it on eBay, dude. You just got to check the seller, like if they're located in the US or Japan. But you'll probably find it in the US, dude. I'll show you the packaging. This is my backup right here. Right here. This is it. So I'll zoom it in a bit, but man, I wish I could sell these, but for some reason, I don't know, my distributor can't get them. I'm like, dude, I'm carrying all the other Tamiya stuff. What about this one? This is the one I want. And they're like, oh man, can't get it. So I don't know if maybe they have a deal or something where some tools from Japan, I can't carry them. I don't know. That's the item number right there. 74020 and then 900. See, made in Japan. Tamiya designer knife. You get all these blades, all this good stuff. Tiny little blades. This is it right here. I've had this one for a long time. See, it's already worn out right there just a little bit, bro. But yeah, man, look. One thing I'd recommend, and anybody else that's watching, definitely get yourselves one of these designer knives. Another one I recommend is this one here. We did have these on our site, but we sold out. It was a different color. This is also a Tamiya knife. Look it. And this blade is a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger than that designer one. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna break it down. Look at this right here. These two right here. Look at this. We got those two, and I'm gonna show you more. Hang on. I got a lot more. All right, we're just gonna show you everything. Let's see. So this is the OG, right? X-Acto. I mean, this is still kind of new, but like the handle part. But look how big this thing is. I mean, it's cool, but it's huge, dude. Like there's more risk of cutting your fingers or your hands with this stuff, with this big one, right? But look at the comparison. Right there. I mean, this is the OG. This one handles it does a lot. But I would oh, here we go. Even more OG right here. This is my older one. Damn, this thing's all dirty. It's all like full of glue and gunk. But anyway, like older, a little bit newer. Tamiya, this is another one they offer. They have like 3 different knives. This is the one that you do get that, what is it, number 11 blade? right here. So this is what Tamiya offers. They offer these three, and this is what I started rocking at first, and then I found this one, started doing this one, and then once I came across this little one, bro, I was like, dang, this little one right here does the job, bro. You can hold this thing, you know, in just different ways or whatever, and it's less. It's just to me. I look at it at risk. It's less risk, right? Nothing wrong though with the bigger stuff. Um, all right, I'm gonna tell you about this company, Olfa. This is one of the most slept on companies. Olfa. Olfa is from Japan, but they also are in here in the U.S. Olfa. Um, this is one of them. Same blade, same. And here's the thing, Olfa does all the blades for Tamiya. So this blade is an Olfa blade, and they don't even like to say that it's an Olfa, but it is. Everything is Olfa. This is another one. This one is like the answer to this one, basically. It's like the same hobby knife. They just switched up the handle, different color. But also, this is an Olfa blade. All the blades that they sell from Japan that are the best are this brand, Olfa. Those are like the best, hands down, blades. This is another Olfa one that I have right here. And yeah, this is old. This is like a scalpel right here. I remember they told me, you need to have this for bare metal foil back then. And I bought it. I used it. It did its thing. It's cool. But they, once I started rocking those other ones, I was like, dude, like this is what I mostly use. These two. This one, I hardly use it. Like, the same with the other Exactos. Like, I barely use them. I don't use them that much. But I keep them, you know, just in case if I ever need a bust out to use. But yeah, bro, this little one's cool. But yeah, this is the backup right here. So whenever this one's gonna be retired, gotta get the new one out. Let me see. But yeah, check on eBay though. I'm pretty sure you'll find it right there, dude. And let's see. Like, I do carry hobby knives on my website. I have like Display, and I have this other one. Display has their own version too of a small one, as well. But I use this a lot. Another tool that I've had for a long time. I rarely use it, but this thing is pretty dope. I'm pretty sure you know about this one. Oniworks. This is the ones with the ceramic blade. Right here. This is just for plastic. Like, you can't cut your finger or anything like that. But if here, I'll do it on this one right here. Maybe I shouldn't, but right here. Never mind. Let me get a piece of plastic. I don't want to like mess it up. We're doing a little demo. Let's see. Let me grab. Here, I'll grab this piece of plastic. All right, let me show you guys what this ceramic thing is. All right, cool. So let's say that, you know, you want to like scrape this or whatever. You go. Look at that. Oh shoot, right there. Look at all that. So like, you know, sometimes you have a little bit of flash or whatever, right? Or you just want to scrape something, and maybe using the hobby knife is you're gonna risk cutting into it and just messing up the part, and you want to just slice off some plastic and get it smooth, also without cutting your finger. Maybe you don't even want to use a sanding stick or anything like that. You get this little thing right here. You tilt it to the side, and then you just like, you scrape it, and it starts to come off, and you could flatten and clean an area right there. You could use this with resin as well. So this is from a brand in Japan that during the pandemic, they kind of went underground and then they came back again. They're called Suji Burrito, something like that. Suji Burrito. I don't know. I know I'm butchering the name, but these are ceramic blades, and that's what it's for. Back then I was trying to get this product in the site back in like 2020, 2021, and they told me like at the moment they just weren't going to be producing anything. um, I just think because of the pandemic, I think they thought, oh, we're done, we're cooked, no more business, you know. um, but no, later I started seeing they came back. I'm like, what? But anyway, when I bought this is the only extra blade I was able to get, and I was like, oh man, I'm not, you know, it's not. I'm not gonna be able to get any more. But dude, this thing's lasted me so long. I haven't even opened this. This thing's still sealed. That's like my backup, right there. Yeah, this whole thing's all just full of blades and just stuff, right there. But this thing, if you guys could find this, um, just look up like ceramic blade, and yeah, this stuff will cut plastic for sure. Like it'll scrape it, you know. Let me see the spoon. There you go. The only people I see using this product a lot are Gundam builders. But car model builders, I don't really see anybody rocking this tool. I mean, I rarely use it, and I have it right in front of me. It's always been, it's always been right here. But I very rarely use that one there. Uh, but yeah, that's one of my a favorite right there. Oh, and then I also like using this right here, but I need to put a new blade. This thing's like worn out. This is more of a flat, like a chisel tip. Also an Olfa blade. You can see the logo right there. It says Olfa Japan. Let's see. Yeah, this thing's pretty dope too. Just to get in and to like cut, you know, little areas or whatever. This thing's pretty cool. But yeah, it's just the little bits of stuff that I kind of keep here. That way, when I need to bust it out or whatever. But yeah, man. Sorry, dude. I just went on this like rabbit hole right there with those. Let's see. Say, what's the item number? Let me get it, bro. Oh, that. Oh, that. Let's see. Right there. Yeah. So go online or even just Google it and type in like Tamiya designer knife, and then put that number, the 74020, and it should pop up. Hopefully you find someone here that's selling it in the U.S. I'm telling you, man, I wish I could sell those. I'm gonna take a photo of it and hit up my distributor, and I'm gonna have to remind them, you know, like, yo, can you get? I need this. Can you get it? Because it's a solid tool for sure. Let's see, what's this? Oh, this is a flat chisel. And I need to put it here. Yeah, this one's empty. Oh, it's because I'm using it. It's like, where'd it go? Ah, it doesn't fit. Here, let me swap it out. There we go. Let's put all this stuff away. All right, so let's see what do we got going on next. The body is done. I think now we need to check on the interior. That's gonna be the next thing we got to focus on. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. I don't think I'll need that back piece. Let's take a look at the interior, back, the bench seat, and all that. I know I'm gonna need these. Here, I'm gonna go on my phone. I need to look up interiors of the Volkswagen VW interior. Oh, come on. Forgot to put the year. Showing me the, like, all kinds of random stuff. Oh, what? Let's see if I see anything cool. Right here. Oh, man. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me clean my phone real quick. All right, let's check the phone. Let's take a look. Let's see. What do we see? Kind of liking this one. See, it's all. Oh wait, it's all blue right here. Oh wait, what the heck? Oh man, come on. Never mind. All right. Oh, door panel, interior, da 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 da. All red. See, I like this, the white with the blue. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, that's nice. Damn, look at that. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, this looks dope. That'd be nice. Just cruising in here. You can wash your hands. But yeah, that's not what we're looking at. Let's go back. Let's see. This looks classy. Like that. Dang, that looks dope. Oh, I like this one. Here, let me get my part. Let me get the part. Oh, dang. That looks cool. Oh, I see. I see. All right. So now from the looks of it. Oh, okay, okay. It almost looks like I have to back mask the interior. Like, let's just say if I was doing this, the exterior be the candy. Okay, I see that. That's if I wanted to go that route. And then the dash could be the same. So just back mask the bottom. That one. What about this? I think this kind of the same. Back mask the seats. Maybe a little bit of the walls be in that candy color. I'd have to hold it like this. Let's see. Yeah, seats, keep them white. All right, all right. I have a good idea now. I have a good idea. Let me see. All right. I just wonder if here. Let me see if this tape would be a good idea for this. This might be a better idea. We're gonna find out right now. Because this is more transparent and it's really light. And it'll cut right through really easy. It's like less drama. But we're gonna find that out though. Right now. Trying to use my nail, get in here. And then I'll bust out another tool. That's the top. All right, cool. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try. Let me see if I could try this tool. My lead pencil with a needle in it. Let's see if this works. Gun primer. All right. Yeah. No, I don't like it. Let's try this tool. Let's see if this one does it. If not, we're gonna have to resort to the knife. I was trying to not do the knife, but yeah, it's gonna have to be the knife. Let's do the knife. So here we go. We're using the knife, smaller blade, going in tight little areas. Don't gotta worry about a big blade. I could be close, really close. Curving it. All right, right here's the hard part right here. This is where it gets a little tricky because it's really small. Hold on. Okay. We kind of exposed it right here, but it's still very small. We're going to try our best. We're going to hold our breath. Woo! All right. Let's see. We're going to do the other side right here. There we go. All right, let's see. Moment of truth. See if this worked. Let's tear the tape. There you go. Now, what we'll do is I'll get the varnishing tool again. Get the smallest size. Make sure it's in, forcing its way in the little crevices right here. All right, right there. Look at that. All right, so the area that we just backmasked, that's covered, this is gonna remain the pearl white. This that's being exposed is what's gonna be in the teal green. All right, hold on. Let me look at this little area right here. Seems kind of funny. All right, we're good right here. Scroll down and then boom right here. Something weird right here. I think I need to cut it a little more. Okay. See if I can get this little piece off. Come on. There we go. Got it off. There. This one's done. Boom. Easy. Now we do the next one. Let's see. Let me check here. Bullet 87 says, look up Porsche interior, HW Hunter 3589. Are you putting an East lowrider spin on this? No, not on this one. This is just gonna be just because I'm not using any wire wheels or anything like that. It's just gonna be a really stanced out like slam bug right here. SoCal, just representing California for sure. The SoCal style of bug. Because yeah, that's what the presentation is gonna be with there with Armando. It's gonna be the SoCal bugs. Let's see. So let's do the same. Let's repeat the process right here. Boom. But yeah, I mean, I do want to definitely do a lowrider in the future soon this year. There's a lot of models I wanna build, man. I'm just hyped, man. Every day, I'm trying to do something, trying to build, or if not record, or just something. Everything hobby model related, That's kind of been the thing. But I gotta finish up these projects in order to continue and move on to the next, because I do have a lot of projects that are just kind of hanging there, and yeah, I gotta knock those out. Let's see. Okay, let's keep spinning this thing. Yeah, that's the one thing I like about the small blade. It's just more control because I'm close to the piece. Here, I need to tear this off though. I need to kind of see what's going on because I feel a little blind in this part. Let's see. How did I do the other one? Oh, yeah, because it's up here. It's really small. There we go. I thought this part was gonna give me problems right here. It's really up top. There we go. Boom. It's always the first time you do it, or the first try always takes more time. And then once you start doing it more, oh wait, you gotta fix this right here. I have to cover that. All right, cool. Cool. There we go. Ready. So we got those two right there. And see what's going down over here. Let me check. Leon, what's up, man? Dang, what's up, brother? It's been a minute. How you been, man? All right, cool. Let's see. Let's see. SSRO72 Ed 6. Do you got any seats for a model trying to get stuff for my RX-7? Man, right now I don't have seats. I did have a Zoom on a while back. I used to have a bunch of Zoom on seats, but not anymore. Trying to see, cause I do have like some seats, but they're I'll probably put them up later on the site. I need to find them because I know I bought some from White Chocolate 124, and there's other people that I bought seats from a while back. So, man, good thing for asking that, because I need to locate them, and then once I do, I'll probably bust them out, dude. Because right now I'm not building anything like that right now. But I know later I'm gonna be like, oh man, I shouldn't have sold the seats. But if somebody else, like if you need them, somebody else needs them. But yeah, if you want, just hit me up on an email. Email me at info@scalewriters.com, and then just put seats like on the subject line right there, and then I'll I'll check that out for you. That way, if I find some stuff, I can send you like photos. Let me see here. So this part down here, it's gonna be a little tricky. Let me see. Trying to see what we can do. Because I know it's not gonna matter, but I just for the heck of it. Let me see. Here, let me get the ruler. It's not gonna matter, but so I could sleep comfortable at night, I'm gonna do this. That's gonna be the break right there. Boom. Ah, come on. Come on now. Boom. To the other break right here. Just doing all this prep work now. So this way I have everything ready, good to go. So if tomorrow the opportunity presents itself, I don't have to be like, oh man, now oh wait, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, just wasting time. Gotta do it, man. Yeah, later we're gonna get more. I'm gonna get more of these tempered glass cutting mats. I had gotten some sets a while back, and then I sold out of them. Like they were just gone. So I'm gonna try to get more. Let's see here. Where's my burnisher? Let's do this one even smaller. Why are these pieces so small? What the hell? I was doing something before. Okay. There. Good. Still put another little piece right there. It's not gonna matter. I'm just doing it. Just I don't know why I'm doing it. Like to kill time. I don't even know. But anyway, we're just gonna trim this right here. Oh, what happened? It didn't cut it good. Come on, it's supposed to cut. Supposed to be the sharpest knife in the world. Nah. Come on, man. You're letting me down right now. Think I'm gonna have to switch blades again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is like something no one's gonna see it. But basically, this is all gonna be candied, and this isn't. We're gonna keep that the white. So this way, when the door panels are like that, all this white is gonna be teal green, you know. But you're not gonna be able to see it. Oh, nice. Trying to hurry up and get that Camaro done. Oh, cool. What do you got to do next to that build to the Camaro? All right, sweet. So let's do a couple more layers. Here, we'll grab them over here. I'm gonna get a water right now. I'm starting to get thirsty, especially after smashing that coffee. Starting to feel dehydrated a little, but I want thirsty. Thirsty. Oh, thirsty Thursdays. What? Party it up tonight. Thirsty Thursdays. What were they used to say? They used to say like, doors free before 9. Be there all early. Fuck. Let's see. Let's put this right here. All right. Once I get done with this little piece, I'm gonna go get some water. So I am thirsty, guys. Let's push it down. Right there. All right. All right. Don't let me down. I'm gonna cut this thing again. Oh wait, we need one more little piece. Dang. Leon, are you gonna be out here in April or May for the upcoming shows down here in SoCal? Are you planning to make the drive? Because I know you're up north. It's farther. All right, sorry. I'm like pulling away from the area. All right, let's see. Boom. Oh, come on, not again. Just like a little piece. I think it's because it's kind of doubled up, and I don't know why I'm not pressing on it too hard. It doesn't matter at this point. There we go. Boom. All right. So that's all set. This one's done. These two are done. Let's see what else. This is gonna be left alone. We're not messing with that. Not messing with that. I'm gonna peep the interior right here. I think with this one I might have to do the yellow tape as well. So I might have to do the seats. Okay. Yeah, because it's going to be like that. And you don't want to get the seats painted. And then I think these side ones are going to have to be white as well. So we'll have to back mask the little area. Here, let's find out. Oh, dang. I'm sorry to hear about that. Let me see. Yeah, that show, it's coming up quick. Has there been any announcement for shows out there in your area right now? Because I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm sure something's gonna give. There has to be a show up there. 'Cause I know there's a lot of people that build models. All right, so this side. Let's see how we're gonna do this side right here. Gotta be careful. Sorry guys, I just need to cut this little piece. That's getting annoying. There we go. Oh shoot. I didn't have to go that far, but I don't think if you're even gonna notice. Okay. What I'm doing is backmasking and cutting off this excess right here to expose the part that's gonna be in the teal. Okay. Bam. Cool. I just gotta put like a little piece right here, and that's it. I'll probably go with a little bit of the green. All right, I'm gonna grab my water right now. Let's see. So right here, there's an area where it's not covering it. Watch, and it looks wonky, looks whack. That does not look cool. So I gotta fix it. I'm gonna try to see if I could cover it with this green tape, and if not, I'll probably just put a little piece of yellow again, and then cut that out. But we'll see right now. Hold on. Let's see what happens first here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Looks more uniformed with the green right there, blocking it. Look at that. But you see that opening? I got to put another piece right there just to cover that opening, because if not, there will be, with the pressure of air from the airbrush, it's going to go in there. But this is just me being a little too much. I mean, you're not even going to see this. This is just the bottom from the back of the model, like the back seat. This thing's going to be, look, this thing is going to be obviously in here, but there's just no way you're going to be able to like look down there and be like, oh yeah, look at that little area. Maybe through here, but that seat's going to get in the way, right? I'm just doing it I don't know, I guess just for myself, and maybe just to kind of break down how to do it in case if you guys ever had a back mask in interior, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't have this tape and you might need it. you might be like, oh, maybe that might be useful for something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's get the hobby knife. It's bust out. There we go. Thought I cut it already. There we go. Oh, one last piece. Right here. There we go. Let's go. There we go. Get it cleaner. Get it sunk in there. There. Not really gonna matter in the back because the seat's gonna be right there glued, but all we care more is about the top trim right there. Boom, that's it. That's it. All that. These are also gonna get candied right there. I think everything's there now. Here, let me grab that water. I'll be back. All right, here we go. I got the water now. Bam. We're going to bust out right here. I'm just thirsty, man. Okay. Better. All right, so we need to clean this area up real quick. I'm just going to put this right up here for now. Get this thing out of the way. Get this out of the way. We don't need that. Let's see. Tools. I gotta start putting some of this stuff away for now, and then I'll bust out what I need when I need it. Put this one away right there too. Yeah, I realized I had so much stuff up here. Let's see how fast I can clean up this top area. Here, we'll put these here for now. Then I'll sort them out later. So yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow will be another paint day as well to come together and work on the project right here. Get this one all sorted out of the way. Keep all the VW stuff over here. The paint. The wheels. Toss them up here for now. I don't want to lose them. That would be terrible if I lost all the wheels that I need right now. I'll be like, man. Yeah. Normally, Thursdays are the days when lately I've been doing my podcast, just solo podcast. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do one today. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I've just been busy with a lot of stuff. I have not been able to do anything as of now. With that, and hopefully later, hopefully things change and I could get back on it, do an episode or two. Talk about stuff. It's just I've just been hammering away on this bug, really trying to finish this thing, get it done, squared away. Yeah, because I don't want to be like, oh man, I had all this time and I didn't do anything. Okay. Airbrush. Yeah, I'm not using this one, but I'll just put it right here for now. Scissors. Make sure they're... Yeah, I think I gotta clean them later. Get some alcohol. Clean them. Make sure we get rid of the residue right there. Got the little bristles for the airbrush. Cool. Put that over there. Yeah, we don't need any of these anymore. I had cut all these little strips from earlier. I don't need them anymore. It's all trash now. For now. Let's see. Got any tips on making a roll cage for a pro mod drag car? Thinking of making one. 66 Nova. I don't really have too much experience with like the roll cages. There was one model that I had a piece of a roll cage, and all I did was add styrene to that to bridge off of that. This way the car would have a roll cage. But man, it wasn't. It just wasn't a drag car though. That's like, I feel like that's like next level stuff right there. Let me see. Let me check something real quick. I'm trying to think who. Man, here, let me go on my Instagram. I'm pretty sure I have someone here who does a lot of the roll cage stuff that would know. Here, let me try to bust out real quick. I'm just trying to look. Trying to look for roll cages. Roll cages. Oh man, I don't see any. Oh wait. That looks crazy. Oh yeah. Check out if you're on Instagram. Here, let me switch the side right here. Check this dude out. Scaled Model Garage. He's got some pretty serious stuff right here. Look at that. Let me see if he has roll cages though. Oh, 3D printed. Dang. All right. Yeah, I wonder if what's this dude's name? I'm trying to think, man. Oh, here he is. Hard Plastic. Oh, I can't play music. Let me lower the volume. All right. Yeah, this dude does a lot of pro mod stuff. Hard Plastic. This dude's dope. But I wonder if he's scratch building it or if it's here we go. Yeah, look at that. Dang. That looks crazy. Yeah, it's all styrene. See, like these dudes, they're on another level, man. They know what's up with all that stuff. I'm not on that level like that. But I know I do follow some of these dudes and yeah, like if I was getting into that, I'd for sure hit them up and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Show me some stuff. Let's see. I wanted to look at this model right here. Vintage kit. I don't know what it is, but I'm very obsessed with this car right here. It's really, really nice. The silhouette. I have the vintage with this box artwork But then later I ended up getting this one here for this cover. I pretty much bought it for the cover, you know, and this one's pretty hard to come by. And this one, the theme is they're promoting it because it had been on this TV show, Wonderful World of Wheels. TV Spectacular, presented by DuPont, Xerox, Antifreeze, number 7 Automotive Products. That's cool right there. And then, damn, right there, promoting the stuff right there. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's bust out real quick. Yeah, I don't even know if this is even complete. It's probably not, but ooh, these are still kind of cool. Krager, we got the Grand National Roadster Show decals on there. Instructions. That's a good sign. All right, let's see. Oh wow! So these are the parts, along with the container, right there, and this is the glass. Oh, the car's in there. Here, let's get to the bottom. Oh, cool. We do have the red glass, so that's a good sign. This is what we needed for sure. The red glass. These are the parts for it. It's still there. That's a good sign. The rest are over here in this bag. So they did catalog everything. Looks like. Oh, that's a steering wheel. I like that steering wheel. Looks cool. Very futuristic. Then all the tires, because yeah, it did come with a lot of tires. That's cool. Damn, they still look good. I've had these bigger, chunkier tires on other kits for this kit, and they're always kind of crazed. Like they have this weird looking, I don't know, like sheen look. And I'm like, I don't even want to touch them. I'm like, dang, those look like they need to be washed. Like, I don't know what chemical, like what's on there. It's funny, like with my friend, we talk about the chrome all the time with these vintage kits. And my friend's always like, yo, like the chrome is different, huh? Yeah. And there's some chrome that's shinier than others. And he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, think about it. Back then when they were printing these, they probably didn't have that many regulations. They're probably using all kinds of different types of chemicals that you probably can't even use now. Hey, check this out, Dan. Trip out on this right now that you're bringing that up. Did you get wire rims? Look at these wire wheels, bro. Look at that. I wonder how many people built a lowrider in the 70s and used these wheels on their cars, or in the 80s. You know, I wonder, because from what I heard, it was like there wasn't any. But I don't know. It just makes me think. Like when I see this, I'm like, what? You could have used that. Sometimes I'm tempted to even use them. I'm like, if I do a build, maybe I could use some of those wheels. All right, so in here, this is gonna be the glass. I don't want to open it because this is gonna get kind of crazy. It's just big pieces of glass. Let's see here. This is a trip. The way they kind of just toss the stuff right up here in this big old bag. Let's see. Let me pull out whatever I can from here. It just looks complicated. Like I'm gonna pull it out and then it's gonna be hard to put back in. I could already tell. All right, so there's the rear. I should just take that off already, because if not, it's gonna get jacked up. Let's see. Yeah, even this plastic is different, way different from the new stuff. All right, let me see how close I can get it here without damaging it. So what I'm doing is taking off the little nubs right there. But I'm just getting close to it. and then later obviously it would get like sanded down so this way it's nice and flat. But I'm not gonna go all the way. I just want to knock out what I can, and then at another time I'll mess with this kit. But right now, nah, I don't want to get too crazy with it because we're focusing on the bug. There we go. Cool. So there's that. We got the bottom chassis right here. In that, we got a tree with nothing on it. But I'm glad that they kept it because this is like old. This is really old stuff that we still should keep because we could always use it for something, you know? Doesn't have to go in the trash. We could still use it. Damn, this is a big old piece. We could still use this for something. We could even melt it. Use it for something else. Here, let's take off this piece too. I always like going through the bottom, underneath. There we go, keep that. So then that way we keep the two little nubs right there. And then these nubs are gonna come off. There we go. Cool. So we got those, this piece. Let's see. All right. So in this kit, the one common thing that I've noticed from the other ones that I've bought is this top piece always breaks. This right here, it's always broken. I have one copy I got from a seller, and it's mint. Like, this is not broken. It's really minty. You could glue it, you know, it's nothing crazy, but I was just like, oh shoot. Like the one I got from that guy, I couldn't believe it. And then this is the other part right here. So look, this still looks good. All this still looks good. Very, very surprised that everything is still there looking good. Here, we should just slip this in there too. Let's see here. All right. Okay. So I'm assuming that this goes like this, like that, and then this goes like in there, and then we just put that in there too. That way it's all together. Then obviously this one goes here, like that. Here, let's cut this off from the back. We don't need this because it's just gonna get in the way. There we go. Really, really interesting kit. I don't want to say it's like ugly. I like it. I really like it. It's different. It's something very, very different. I wonder if this goes here, because this is the interior. Oh, there we go. Here. How does this go? Go like that. Oh yeah, I think it does go like this. Let's put this down into the holes. There we go. That's down in the holes. That's here. Where does this go? I'm trying to understand. I don't know if this is part of the chat, like in the front part or the rear part. But anyway, I'll just try to leave it somehow in here like this for now. That's not the way it goes, but we just want to get it out of the way. There we go. So that way when we put everything back, because I feel, here's the engine. We got a fender. Here, let's throw the other fender in here. And the tail. Let's see here. Let's throw this part in here too. Yeah, even on these, they don't have numbers. Like, you know, now we have the numbers on the parts. These ones do not have no numbers. You just basically match it with the artwork or whatever. All right.
I see another piece down here in the bag that fell. There we go. Yeah, this kit's pretty cool. They've reprinted it a lot of the times. Sometimes I think even Hobby Lobby had it, but with a different box artwork. Because I saw somebody selling one on eBay, and it had a Hobby Lobby tag on it, and I was like, "Oh, what?" I never remember ever seeing this kit there at Hobby Lobby. I thought that was kind of like trippy. Like, what? They had that there? I could not believe it. Okay, still have no bottom better. I'm gonna try to roll this like this. Seal it. Yeah, this is like a very kind of futuristic style of kit. Let me see if I can fit it still in here, because man, burly. And then yeah, all these parts. Here, let me see if I can slide them in the sides, because I don't think it's gonna fit. Okay, then we got the instructions. I'll show you guys in a bit the car, because I bought one that was already made from someone on eBay, and I mean that car, you could tell it looks like a little kid built it back in the day. It's not painted, and let's see. Let me grab it. Let me bring this thing. All right, so this car is the one that's on the cover. So the model has two. It has the car, and then it has a carrier. So you get the car, and then the carrier back there. The car goes inside of it, right here, like that. Check that out, Chester. Like that. So somebody on eBay was selling this model and another model, and I was like, I don't know, just something about it. I was like, dude, I gotta buy this little car. I know it's been glued together, and you know, I know that I'm gonna appreciate it a lot. So I ended up buying it, and it's here, and I know for sure like some little kid built it or something, because just the way it's glued, the way it is, I'm sure like anybody who was a modeler back in the day, you know, that was getting down, I don't know if they would build like this. But here, let me close this the hood right here, where it's probably like a trunk, because it has an open space with nothing in there. See that? It's like an open space. You got the engine. It's missing part right there, but it's all good. This opens like a latch or whatever, but it's broken from a piece. That's what's all like weird. But look at the interior. Look what they put for the seats, dude. Like they grabbed some type of material. I don't know, like an old, I don't know, t-shirt, a towel. I'm assuming it's from a sweater or something. Really small. They cut it, and then they just glued it on there. And look at the steering wheel, the steering column and everything. That's pretty cool. So you close that like that, and then the back opens up too, right there. Here, let's close it. Let me see. So you see, even when you close it, it's kind of funny. But back here, there's a red light. The red light, I have it over here. I haven't glued it on. Later, I'll glue it on. I just haven't done it. But here, I'll just put it on there. There. It's supposed to be like that, right? Let's see here. And look at. So you see the face, right? Check this out. Look at the bottom. Look at the headlights and the grill. Crazy, huh? And then look at the wheels. They have little knockoffs on there. Super old school. This one's missing a knockoff. Um, this one has a knockoff. This one doesn't. And then you got the exhaust right there. So it's a really funky, cool, like futuristic. It's based off of a real car. So the real car did exist in the '60s, and then it got it became very famous, and they came out with the models. Oh, here it is. All right, here it is. This is the real car right here. There it is, right there. Bam, right there. Look at that. So that's the real car right here. This magazine's from 1963 January. Right there. It's funny because this is another photo you see a lot of this Willis on the model car boxes as well. But yeah, it's the silhouette. Shows. Oh, look at this is different. The exhaust, the way it's just a pipe sticking out, and obviously wire wheels. And all right, yeah, it looks pretty the same. I mean, the wheels are different. Um, this part is different. See, it's not the same. That's different there. Oh, look at the bottom. It's just straight up, just flat, right there. Oh yeah, you're right, Dan. Yeah, it is a glue bomb right here. Man, it's been a minute. I haven't heard that word in a while. The glue bombs. Yeah, but I like this one, man. It's cool. I don't think I'd take it apart to rebuild it or whatever. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I really like the way it looks, and if anything, I could just build, what I have already, from the models, like whether it's this one or another one I have, I could just go in there and do that or whatever. But yeah, I like this one. Very old school kind of style, and just to appreciate it for what it is. Somebody built that car right there. Let me see. But all right, guys, it's time. It's gonna be midnight on my end. I know for you guys it's probably a lot later, but yeah, on my end, it's that time. It's gonna be Friday, so I gotta get ready to, uh, you know, get some rest tomorrow. Hopefully, I could candy. Got everything already in that corner over here laid out, chilling right there. Man, 3 a.m. Crazy. That's late. But nah, that's cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate you hanging out right here with me. Everybody chilling right here. Um, Hopefully, you guys found it entertaining or learned something from it or just chilled, Hopefully, everything was good. But yeah, later I'll open up more kits because yeah, there's more stuff I wanna bust out with later. Um, Pretty excited about. I got some more kits things like coming my way. This I think this weekend and then next week that I ordered. Um, Let me check. Real quick. Let me check online. Let's see if I can track it. Track. It says, oh no, next week, Wednesday. Nope. This one says Saturday, but I don't think so. Interesting. Rocks today. Oh wow. Okay, cool. So here, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. I'm excited to get this. I bought this online. I went a little crazy wanting to buy this, and I bought it. I was like, I want this. Why not? Because I want to show it to you guys, and then later I want to bring it out to the shows. Check it out. Let me boom, right here. Look at this. I got these vintage spray cans. 60 stuff you see in the magazines from back then. Right there. Yeah. These are, I'm sure they're not. They probably don't work or whatever. There's probably no paint in there, but they're in good condition. Because I've seen other ones where they're all rusted and busted. Look at these. These are still clean from the bottom. That's cool. But even the labels, look at the labels. See, this is what they were using, candy glaze right here. See, this one is candy apple red, candy sapphire, the soft spray enamel. I do have, I'll show you guys in a bit. But then over here, this one, I haven't had this one, diamond flake, lacquer, radiant lime, or whatever. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm hyped. So I'm getting that stuff. It says tomorrow, but watch, show you up here. Come on, camera. Ugh. Trying to move the stand. This thing's all stiff. Right here. These the cans are right there, right up top. Yeah, these there's more in the back, but yeah, that's like my stash of cans right there. And I'm excited to get these because I'm also gonna do the same kind of thing, like a display with my paints in a case. And then in the future, I'm not sure what show, but I do want to bring this stuff to a show. I want to get like a table and just showcase it, you know, bring out some of the OG stuff and print out like things that have information regarding what that product is, maybe a little backstory on it, and kind of go from there, you know. Oh yeah, look at this box in the back. Let me see how far I can zoom in. That's the silhouette right there. That's like a newer kit right there. Yeah, but just if you're wondering, Chester, probably get one of those. But hey guys, I'm gonna bounce. I gotta go. Yeah. All right, Leon. Later on, brother. Go to get some rest. Right there. Oni works. Later on, man. Have a good night. Bullet 187. Peace. Dan. Later. SSR 072. Let's see who else was on here. I'm trying to scroll back up. HW Hunter. Hot Wheel Hunter. That's what the HW's for. All right, all right. I caught it. Just caught it. Carlos Avalar. Ivan, Little Shop of Models. Peace out. And then also Joe Ariola. Marlon. Peace, man. J.O. 1963. John Paul as well. D'Angelo's. Mars Garage. Cool. All right, guys. I'm going to take off. We'll be back another day later, another night. I'll come back through. So, awesome, man. You guys have a good one, man. Take care. Have a good night. Later.